Hi everyone, you're welcome to this tutorial. This video is about what to do next after you are done with your reinforced concrete design using Orion. And now I'm going to be explaining how you can locate all the exported files which you exported during the course of the design, where they can be found, how you can arrange them in a fastest possible manner. But for you to keep abreast with all I'm going to be explaining here, I like to refer you to my previous video, which I'm going to leave the link in the description of this video. It's a complete tutorial on how to use Orion structures to make a structural design, and you're going to learn a lot. But just before we begin, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more, because we make tutorials on structures using Orion and Prota structures and even Revit. And if you have any question, you can leave it on the comment section below, and we will answer your question by demonstrating it on a video like this. So let's begin. So once you're done with your design, and this is the final stage, so you can watch the previous video to see how we arrive at this point. Now what you have to do next is to close Orion. The name of the file, in case you haven't watched that, is XYZ. As you can see here, project XYZ. So we are going to locate the file where they are all saved and stored. And I close down this. Once you close that, we are going to navigate to our drive C. I open this and then go to my local disk C, double click on users, go public, then public documents. I'm going to double click on it, then Orion 18, double click. So here we are looking for the file. Look at it, here is XYZ. I'm going to double click on it. Now this is the project folder. Here you can see XYZ beam detail ST1, that is story 1. You can see for that of story 2 here, and it is also saved in two different formats, both in DWG file and DXF file, and you can see others too, including the image preview, which is this. As you can see, you're going to see for columns, you're going to see for foundation footings. All right, then before we open any of them and start arranging, I'm also going to show you the reports. This is the calculation sheet of that project. So if I double click on it, you will see XYZ beam design. If I click on any of them, you see for the beam, you see for the columns, for the footing and slab, and it's in PDF format. If I double click on any of them, you're going to see this is the beam calculation sheet. All right, so I'm just going to go back here to open any of the AutoCAD file. Just double click on it. So these are the beams. You're going to see that everything is well arranged. You're going to see even the section. We have 150 millimeters thickness of slab and 450 millimeters both beam and slab together, and for each span you have a section for it. Now in order to arrange this and place them on your sheet for printing, in most cases you want to assemble everything in one of your template AutoCAD files. So here I'm just going to select this and copy to clipboard. Then I move to another AutoCAD file and paste it there. So I have this here. Then we can go back and open the second one, which is for the roof beams. Then I double click. Here is it. If you watch, even the sectioning is just 300 millimeters. All right, so this is quite different from the other. And then I also copy it by selecting it and go here and copy to clipboard. Go back here, also paste it here. And you can do the same to every other file there. So here now you can see that all the line weights are the same. And as a structural engineer, you know that line weights matters when it comes to structural design. Now this represents your reinforcement, As you can see, the arrow pointing at it is 2Y16, all right, the fourth number and the top reinforcement. Here you have it as bottom reinforcement, so the callouts are all in order. So the next thing I want to do now is to select this reinforcement, right click and select similar. So you notice that they are all selected because they are all of the same layer. Then the next also is to right click, go to properties. So here you can change the color depending on your choice. Then you move to line weight. If you place your cursor over it, you see, okay, this is line type. You can leave the line type because it's a continuous line, but if you need to see more option, you have different types of line, but let's leave it the way it is. Then this is line width. Then you click here and change the line width. So I have 0.60 millimeters, so we can leave it there. Then hit escape. So I'm also going to work on the text for the reinforcement detailing. I'm just going to select this, right click and then go select similar. So they are all selected. Then I right click the second time and click on properties. Here I'm going to change the color. So I click on this tiny arrow and turn it to white. Then I'm also going to change the text style, which is this. Once you click on this tiny arrow, so I'm going to leave it as this generated style tree. So once I click on that, and then the next thing I'm also going to work on the text height. If you scroll down, this is the text height. So I'm just going to leave it at 100 millimeters, or you can increase it if you want. Then I'm also going to work on this dimension text, so I click on it. Now as you can see, the text and the dimension line are grouped. So what I'm going to do now is to select, or maybe select everything and explode it by clicking on this. Having exploded it, I'm going to select the text and then I right click, select similar. You can see all the dimension texts have been selected. Then I go here to the properties, click on the arrow and then change it to white. And you can also change the text style, but I'm not going to change the text style, but maybe I can work on the text height and also change it to maybe 80 millimeters. Say okay. You have a different text for the dimension and then you have the thickness. You can make it the same also with that of the reinforcement text. And then here also we have the beam labels. You can also work on that, and any other one, maybe the numberings and all of this can also be worked on. And if you have your title block, you can be picking them one after the other according to their numbering and then placing them there for printing. So this is how to arrange your work after design. Now with this, we've come to the end of this tutorial, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so because we bring you more tutorials like this. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.